Hello, hello. Hey guys, I am coming to you from my office. If you see the red box, we're live right now. No red box. We are on the replay. This is not a shopping live, even though you can see jewelry in here just a little bit. This is a Q&A. So y'all are most welcome to join. Everything you ever wanted to know about paparazzi, this is your chance to ask any question you want. Y'all are welcome. Thanks for joining. My name is Jami Warren. Hello, guys. Today just happens to be my anniversary. Happy anniversary to me. Woohoo. Yes, it's my papaversary, y'all. This was the day I signed up a couple of years ago. 2 years ago today was my born on date. Hey, guys, I'm pulling up just a couple of other windows real fast. Y'all say hey, so I know you can at least hear me. Hey guys, so this is a Q&A. We are going to talk about everything paparazzi for those that are not part of paparazzi, that are looking to potentially join paparazzi. I will answer any questions you have. Hello, hello. And if you are in paparazzi and want to invite somebody to listen in, feel free. We will make sure they know to get back with the person that invited them. Hey, thank you. I didn't even realize it till yesterday. I'm like, wait, what day is it? I don't consider this my papaversary, but this was my sign-up date. I didn't do anything until October 26th. So technically I consider October 26th my first day. But the day I signed on the dotted line was September 16th. So happy anniversary to me. Hey guys, happy anniversary, everybody. It's my anniversary party. Thanks for joining. Now, I figured that would be a perfect day to do a Q&A. I've done this before. No, for 30 minutes. No, I've only been on for 1.5 minutes. Somehow, I set my event to start at 1, and I got some kind of reminder on my phone that it was happening at 4, even though it says 1 everywhere. So I don't know if my time zone got messed up on my phone or what the heck is happening. Tanya, how are you, girl? Let me get my other little windows open here real quick, y'all. I meant to do that already. You will notice we have a little buddy back here. You see back here? This is where he hangs all day long. This is his place. He wants to be in here or in the jewelry room, wherever we go. Hey, Carol. Hey, everybody. Thanks, Michelle. We just got going, y'all, and I am going to answer any questions you have. I will also tell you a little bit more about me for those that don't know me. My name is Jami Warren. I am an elite consultant with paparazzi and a black diamond seller. I made black diamond this past year, but we have to do it every year. So we have started over. The way the paparazzi calendar works is July 1st, which we're kind of towards that now. This is great timing, till June 30th. So you have from now until all the way back around to June 30th to hit any of the life of the party ranks in paparazzi. Life of the party is basically everything you do personally and all of your sales, which normally your sales are based on, your ordering is based on your sales. It's how much you order in the company, which means how much you like to party. So that's how it works. And the busier you are, the more pieces you order, of course, for your group. Hello, hello. It says 31 minutes for real. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I don't know what the heck's going on. I was confused too because I'm like, wait a second. Why does it say 4 on my phone? And it still does in red. It's like it's starting at 4 o'clock. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. Thanks for joining, y'all. So there's no jewelry being shown today. This is strictly Q&A. And I actually decided to do this yesterday. And then it occurred to me that today was my anniversary or papaversary. So I'm like, well, what better time, right? What better time to do it than right now? Because officially, I have been a consultant officially for 2 years, even though I do consider kind of towards the end of October my date. That's when I got the courage to start. Because yes, I was terrified in the beginning, like most people are. I had serious apprehension, fear, and I procrastinated and all that good stuff. But welcome, y'all. Thank you so much for joining. It has been exactly 2 years. This is crazy. I joined September 16th, 2017, did my first live October 26th, 2017, and gave notice at work just a few weeks later because I surpassed my income that quick. I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, my first live was October 26th. I thought it took me about 7 weeks. It was only a few weeks. My last day at my job was December 1st. And the only reason I made it to December 1st is because when you work in a job with benefits and all that, and my husband was terrified because I said, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to do this full time, babe, because I already surpassed my income this quick doing paparazzi. When I called the insurance people to find out about COBRA and how all that works, when you leave a company, I worked for the school district, they said, well, the insurance goes through the entire month of the last day that you work. So if your last day is like November 29th, you know, your insurance stops the next day, end of November. So she said, but if you work December 1st, you have insurance through the whole month of December. So that's why December 1st was my last day of work in the high school. And that was 2017. So I've been full-time ever since in paparazzi, y'all. It's truly, truly an amazing journey. Hey, Lupe. Oh, y'all are sweet. So we're not showing any jewelry at all. This is just Q&A, everything you ever want to know. My screen's frozen, so I can't see comments right now. Hang on, I can't even scroll for comments. Let me see if I can shut down some of these other millions of windows. If y'all are like me, I get like 50 windows open on my computer. Hang on a minute. And it kind of bogs it down a little bit. Let me fix this, y'all. We're gonna wait. I'm just getting rid of some of these other windows because it's a little crazy up in here. There we go. I'm just waiting until I see if I can scroll. I can't scroll at all on this page right now to see your questions if you are commenting. Hang on. I'm just closing down some of my millions of windows. There we go. Okay. So if y'all are commenting, mine is frozen, but let me see if I can get it up here on my phone. Let me make sure I'm on mute. I'll see if I can see it over here. Actually, I could open it up on this side and probably see it. The comments aren't moving at all, but I know y'all are commenting. Oh, here we go. Thank you. It's my anniversary. I know. Thanks, guys. So for those of y'all that know me, a lot of you do know my story. I've never truly shared my entire why, only because I cry like a baby at a Kleenex commercial. And I'm one of those people that just, I guess, because we have like this super sarcastic, funny family, like we just cover everything up with humor. I don't know if that's it or what it is, but I hate being vulnerable on camera. So I have held off on truly sharing my story. But that is coming. I guarantee you that is coming because it is going to go up into a video that stays forever. But in a nutshell, I was working for many years in the high school. What happens with all your old inventory? Oh, that's a great question, actually. And I will be happy to answer that. Miss Donna. But long story short, we were at a place where we needed something. I wanted to do something. I wanted to be able to help more because my husband has always been the breadwinner in our family and taking care of us. We have 4 boys. We were going through a very difficult time, which is what I will share at a later date. We're kind of still going through it, believe it or not. Teenagers are not easy. Let's just say that. For some of y'all that have ever had trouble with your children, it has been a brutal 2.5 years or so. And so it was at a point where we were just being drained and just a lot was happening. And my husband at the time, his business changed a little bit. And I just wanted to do something. I'm like, and I never had the confidence to do anything. And I've tried every company and network marketing and direct sales. And I always was so apprehensive and I would never put it public on my Facebook page. I was terrified. I was shy. And I'm like, I don't know if I can talk my friends into, healthy vitamins and protein shakes and that are a lot of money. It's really hard. And then you don't know if they're still your friends after they say no. You're like, do they still want to hang out? Like, are we still cool to have dinner Friday night? Like, it's awkward. So it was never really my thing. And I did look heavy at a few things. And then this just popped up one night in my news feed. And I'm just watching. And I literally studied probably 40 people for 2 months, maybe 2 months before I even bought a piece. And I finally said, I'm going to buy it because I'm sitting here watching and counting. I've got a notepad. I'm laying in bed at night and I'm like, watching people, and I'm like, oh, this girl is selling a lot of jewelry. And she's got kids running around and dogs barking and a 40-watt light bulb, dirty dishes in the sink next to her. And I'm like, she is selling a lot of pieces. And I figured out what you make, because we make $2.25 a piece. We buy them for $2.75. And I'm going, people are making 25, 50, $100 an hour selling $5 jewelry. And I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I sitting at school all day? Like, what the heck? So that was kind of part of it for me. These bulbs started going off. So I'm like, I'm going to order it and see if it's really this good. Because if it is, like, my life's about to change overnight. And I did. I placed an order and got it in the mail. And my very first order, I was like, okay, I'm in. What do I do? Where do I sign? Hey, April, how are you? Hello, Brittany and Michelle. So people do it different ways. So the rest was history, y'all. I joined Paparazzi and then procrastinated for 5-6 weeks. And my husband's like, really? Is this going to be like every other thing you've tried? I said, no, it's different. I'm getting ready. I was going to force myself to go on camera and go live. And I figured out every excuse in the book not to do it. I was so scared because I hate public speaking, believe it or not. Like, I would just like feel myself getting hot and red. I'm like, oh, cramps, the whole 9 yards. So I joined and forced myself to do my first live, and it was so much more fun than I ever thought it would be. And I'm like, why did I just waste over a month waiting to do this mess? What the heck's wrong with you? And it occurred to me, I have to step out. There's always that line in the sand, and most of us are afraid to step over that line. That's a fact. And I just kept convincing myself, and I told myself, if you're ever going to be anybody different, you have to step over. You have to try. And I don't want to be stuck. I didn't want to be in the same place we were, because we were miserable when I started the journey. And my husband was not super supportive in the beginning. And he started seeing jewelry coming in. He's like, you're not selling it. What are you doing? You're not going live. I said, it's coming. I'm working my way up. I'm going to do it. I promise I'm going to do it. And the rest was history, y'all. Hey, guys. Hello. Nope. I don't get nervous anymore going live, and I never thought in a million years I'd ever be able to say that, but I was nervous for many, many months going. Now, if you asked me to step out on a stage, like at convention and speak, I would probably collapse, like my knees would buckle, because I still I'm not to that point where I want to be in front of 15,000 people in an arena like this. I'm just talking to my computer basically, and I've gotten so used to it. And it's so fun interacting and reading all the comments. It is absolutely awesome. The first question I know is about old inventory. So we order pieces. When you get your kit, it comes with pre-selected pieces, which are amazing, by the way. Paparazzi, that's the only time they'll choose it for you, or in one of the 3 kits that you choose. After that, the second you join, you have a website. You can start shopping immediately for $2.75. And you think you're excited at $5, y'all? Wait till you log in and you see the price and you're like, what? Because it's so cute. Y'all know how much this jewelry like just rocks your world. It's incredible. And the difference between when I joined 2 years ago to today is night and day, y'all. So what I do, and this is what's amazing, just because pieces don't sell the first time or the second time you show it, doesn't mean they're not going to sell. They all sell. Eventually everything sells. So you have a couple of options. I've gotten to the point now where I have so much that like we can't physically fit it very well in our house. So I've been boxing stuff up for months in these like Rubbermaid containers, and then sending it out to storage like a time capsule that I'm going to open in like a year and a half whenever we decide. So it's like I don't even remember what's in the boxes. So it's like vintage or vault. It makes it kind of exciting. But in the beginning, I showed everything over and over, and I would mix it in, or I would pair it with something super cute, because you get so many things that you can make cute sets, and it's really fun, y'all. And everybody assumes in the beginning, they're like, oh, my pieces didn't sell. I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. And I said, hey, just because somebody didn't buy it on that particular live, and maybe some of the same people are on your next live, not every person watching your live is just like this, glued to it. I promise you, they're doing dishes, they've got the phone off to the side, they're helping kids, they're changing diapers, they're rotating laundry, they go to the bathroom, they're missing pieces. that you show, because I have shown a lot of pieces that were much older, and then one day I show it and one of my like most regular customers gets so excited and buys it, and I'm like, I thought she'd already seen this 4 times and she'd never seen it before. So that's how I kind of figured it out. So now I will show everything over and over. I am equally as excited about a piece that's a year old as a piece that's a day old. Almost everything though, I mean, I barely have anything left from the early days. I can't even tell when I look at it. I'm like, has this been here a long time or no? Because I order a lot now. I sell a lot, so I order a lot. And we just rotate it around. We make cute sets. We have so much fun. Y'all will see every time I go live, we have the bus set up. Aggie and I will do our little competitions. Sometimes she'll pick something and I'm like, what in the world? She's like, this is cute. She's like, I bet you I do more than you do on yours. And we have like these little internal competitions to make it super fun. And so we have a lot of fun behind the scenes and little jokes going. It's really cool. As far as inventory goes though, I have always been kind of OCD. Like when I got it in, I started like setting it up on pegs. Like I've got all my brass across here and silver across here and gold up top. So a lot of people do inventory. They do spreadsheets and all that. I started ordering pretty good amounts right out of the gate, and I was working a full-time job, and I didn't have time to sit and figure out inventory. I'm just like, let's just put the golds together and the silvers together and just go. Now there's so much inventory here. I do not keep a running inventory. I'm not that mindset. I'm not like that math mind and like, you know, inventory every single thing. I can log into my back office and see I have ordered this many pieces, and I can go into Square and see exactly how many pieces I've sold. So I kind of know the difference. I can see where I'm over or under, that kind of thing. It is easy to overbuy. I get super fired up. Y'all know how excited I get. Yes, I did overcome a major fear. Y'all don't even know the person I was 2 years ago. I just knew I needed white lighting, and when I joined, my upline sent me a link and said, get these. They're great. They're $40. That's what most people start with, these cute umbrella lights. They're white. You do want white lighting, not yellowy lighting, because you want the jewelry to show well. It's real bad if you can't tell if it's gold or silver. That's bad lighting. If somebody's just using like a light bulb on the you know, end table or something in the living room, like a 40 or 60 watt bulb, it's really hard to see the color. I have watched many lives where I'm like, is that even gold or is that silver? I'm not even sure what it is. You want white lights. You can get started for so little, y'all. I mean, you can get amazing lights for $40 on Amazon Prime. That's like shipping included. It's amazing. It's truly amazing. And it is easy. So I keep a budget. So I know how many pieces I sell every week. So I'm very careful on how many I order the next week, because I can go crazy, believe me, especially with what y'all see coming out right now. The jewelry gets better by the week, and it's very exciting, and I want it all. Like, I love it. The lighting is simple. So anyone that joins my team now, I say, here's the link. Go get these lights. Unless you have something already. Some people will go even just like Home Depot or whatever and get like the floor lamp thing that has all the bulbs coming out and stick white lights in it, which you can buy. I started on an iPad. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Mercedes, you know what I look like back then. In fact, on my website, y'all, I made a timeline. There's a timeline on my Sparkle Tees website. I have a new website, and my husband has done this, and I was like mortified when I saw it. He has a clip from my first live. I look like ridiculous. I look like a deer in the headlights, and I'm like, I got this look on my face like, oh my gosh. I'm like, does that have to be there? And he goes, yes. So he's created a timeline of exactly what's transpired in my business since I started and when I hit certain things and certain ranks and all that stuff. But when I go back to that very first one, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's how you know you've grown. You see a night and day transformation. I'm like, I'm so glad I'm not that person anymore, because what this company does for your confidence is just beyond anything you can imagine, guys. I'm telling you, I was not the person I am today. Let me see. So when I started Mercedes, I was working. So when I first started, everything I sold, I put everything back in, every dollar right back in to buy more inventory, because I knew I wanted to have new inventory and I was going to get a show schedule going and keep regular time. So I needed to have regular jewelry coming in, because once people learn about paparazzi, they understand. My customers, they know new releases are coming every day. They get excited to see new stuff. We all do. We all get fired up for it, right? So in a nutshell, I put everything back in. Some girls do it for 3 months. Some do not. I did it for 6 months. I put every dollar back in for 6 months. And then I decided, okay, we're going to just start taking money, because you make $2.25 per piece. So once you sell and invoice everybody, which I use Square, you can use anything you want, which is super nice. Paparazzi will let you use anything. It's up to you how you invoice, or if you want PayPal or what. But when you invoice, you get paid immediately. That's the beauty of the retail side of paparazzi, because there's 2 ways to make money in paparazzi: selling it, and you invoice and the money comes right back as soon as your customers pay. Square or PayPal, they put it right in your account within 24 hours. Basically, you have the money back. So what I do now is every week, once all my invoice money comes in, I know how many pieces I sold. So I take $2 per piece. This is what I do personally, and move it to our personal account. So if I sell 1,000 pieces for the week, then as soon as I get paid, we move $2,000 right in. That leaves, if I sold 1,000 pieces and billed $5 a piece, y'all can do the math. Plus we do our sales tax, because most of us are in states with sales tax. And that's another thing. I know a lot of people have questions on that, and I can answer that too. It's super easy. And shipping, everybody pays their own shipping. So I immediately move money out now. Every Friday is how I do it, but everybody does it different. So it's what works for you. If you decide to get in and not buy new inventory till every single piece sells, your business is going to grow way slower. You have to have inventory if you're going to sell it live. Now, if you don't have any intention of going live, that's okay. You don't have to go live. There's like a million ways to sell paparazzi, and a lot of people don't want to do lives, or they think they don't until they've been in it a couple months and they're like, okay, I got the courage up, I'm doing it. And that's great. We have all types on our team, and I support all types of people. Some are in here just to buy it for themselves, to feed their own $5 habits, and that's okay. Not everybody wants a career out of paparazzi. I was looking for something that would retire us, and mostly retire my husband. That's why I did this, because I felt like I could do it. It was the only thing I've ever seen where I felt like I could actually do this by myself and get over my own fear and get out of my own way, basically, and make it happen. I started on an iPad. We already had an iPad, but a lot of people just use their phone. I bought like a $15 tripod on Amazon that would just hold it. And you buy this little piece that holds the iPad. It was like $10. I mean, you can literally get started for very little, y'all. And so, because I knew I wanted it to be at least at eye level, and I worked off an iPad forever. I did all my shows standing up until I got to where I couldn't stand up anymore, because I started having that severe pain in my hip like over a year ago. And it got to the point where I couldn't stand. And I thought I had a pinched nerve forever, until I finally went to the doctor, and he said that my whole hip was gone, like just like beyond. He said, you need a total hip replacement. And I'm like, huh? I was shocked, y'all. So I went and got this webcam that I'm on right now, just those little clip-on webcams, you know what I'm talking about, that just hook onto your monitor. It's just a little Logitech camera. And so now I just use that, and I hook it onto my laptop or in here. I just move it from room to room with me. It just plugs in. It's a USB thing that just plugs right into your computer. Yeah, no jewelry being shown today. I use stamps.com. Yes. Oh, hey, girl. You fell asleep with it on. Oh, that's okay. I was on late. The ring lights are good. I have 2 ring lights now. I have one big ring light and one on each side of me, the little desktop ring lights. I put a picture up yesterday. What do you mean, Carla? The $2.25, you make $2.25 per piece. So let's just say if you sell 100 pieces in a week, you've made $225 if you are keeping your $225. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you. Y'all are so awesome. Thanks for jumping on, y'all. So this is a Q&A. Anything you ever want to know about paparazzi, feel free to ask me. Today is my 2-year papaversary. It didn't even hit me till yesterday. I'm like, wait a second, September 16th. That's the day I joined, even though I don't feel like I really started till October 26th because I was a procrastinator. Let's see, and scared like everybody else. I had tremendous fear, like beyond. But yes, you make $225. So every time I bill y'all, when you get an invoice from me, I'm invoicing you for $5 because that's what it sells for. It has to sell for $5 a piece. Okay, so if you want to make an extra $200 a week, we figure it out. We sit down and we can do the math. I've worked with several girls directly on my team. Some just want to make $50 a week. I'm like, you got this. You can totally do this. If you $50 a week, it changes lives. $100 a week changes lives. Some need 200. My goal was 500 a week to start. And I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes. I'm going to do it. I just know I'm going to just make myself do it and push past that fear. Because if I didn't listen to that inner voice, I had that pull. I think it was a God thing too for me. I couldn't get it out of my head. I felt like I was being led to do it. As scared as I was, I'm like, okay, we're just going to push right through this. Because if I don't, I'm going to be sitting in the same place next year and 10 times more miserable than I was 2 years ago. And I don't want that in my life. I'm like, I want more. I'm at the halfway point in my life, you know, I'm like, I want to live. And I didn't feel like we were living. We weren't living. We were existing day to day. And it was a miserable existence where we were at that time. So just letting y'all know. Yeah, they're on Amazon. There's umbrella lights on Amazon. What was your average in sales? Well, I will tell you my very first live, because you start, paparazzi is a warm market type company. You start with your inner circle of friends and family. So I'm like calling my mom, my sister. I made an event, you know, like big live. I was terrified. I'm like, what if nobody comes? So I'm calling all my friends and family. I'm like, y'all better be there. And they're like, we'll be there. We promise. Because I had great support with them. So then they shared it out, and that it just started. I actually sold 80 pieces on my very first live. And the second live, I sold 40. And I'm like, huh? Oh my gosh. I felt like so deflated. I'm like, what just happened? And my husband's like, nope, you keep your chin up, you keep going. And then it turns out that a lot of people sell less on their second live than the first. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get back up there. I'm going to get back up. But before I did my first live, I walked into school with the bling bag. Because we have the cutest bag you can buy, y'all. And once you're in paparazzi, you have access to the boutique, the paparazzi boutique, where they have shirts and bags and accessories and all kinds of cool stuff. And I bought the bling bag, and it's purse. It's like a black leather purse with hot pink and clear windows, and I filled it with jewelry. And I'm not a person to go in and go, y'all come shop my bag. I'm very quiet. And I just kind of flew under the radar at school. And I sat at a huge front desk in guidance, very visible to the principal's office and everything. So I just like stuck it on the floor. I never said a word. Everybody saw it going by, and everybody stopped, and they're pulling it all out on my desk. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, y'all keep it down. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna get fired. And I sold 41 pieces at my desk, and I'm sitting there doing the math. I'm like, 41 pieces times 225. Are you kidding me? I didn't even say a word. People just want it. It sells itself. It truly sells itself. So a lot of people just carry the bag. Some do vendor events. Some take it to Bible study groups or their church friends or out for ladies' nights, or they do open house. So once I decided I'm going to go live, I got my room set up, and I said, oh, I'll have an open house since I got it all on my little rack. This was my first display rack, was this thing. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to invite people over, and I invite 20, 30 people. Of course, 8 come. So I still have those 8 names. I had them sign into my little planner that we get, like a guest registry. I'm like, can you sign my guest book? So I will keep that to this day. It was awesome. So I did my live party, but they all bought jewelry. Then they all told their friends, and then they all got on my lives. And it just grew. It just grew viral. And more importantly, I was determined not to let it go. I'm like, I'm going to just keep at it. I'm going to push. It's not going to be easy. I was working full time. I was struggling, and I surpassed my income in the school, y'all, doing this super part time, like 2 days a week, 2 nights. Like I got home from work at 4 and I would go on at 7 and go till like 1 in the morning trying to figure out how to invoice and do all this. And I'd go back to work, get up at 6, go back to work, come home, then try and get everybody packed and ready to ship. So I was trying to figure it all out. I couldn't make a graphic. I couldn't make a post. I'm like, how do people get words on their pictures? Like that's how inept I was on the computer as well. I literally had no idea how to even get words across your picture. Like that was so foreign to me. I know that sounds silly when y'all listen to that. He is very close to retiring. He is very, very close. I am so excited. Hey, Miss Ida. Yes. And definitely get with your upline. This is more of like a Q&A for potential consultants to join, but message me privately or get with your upline for sure. You want to get with your team leader. Jacqueline, Facebook Lives are the most, I would say it's the fastest way to the world. It's because you have customers all over the United States. I have people everywhere, and people I don't even know, because people share and people share and people share. That is the fastest way to get exposure, I guess you could say, but it's not comfortable for everybody. And some people don't want that in the beginning. Some people are like, I just want to do it kind of as a hobby and try it out. I'm like, that's great. You can do that. On our team, there is no pressure. I'm not going to hound you. But if you are someone that wants to be pushed, I will push you. We do challenges every month. We have recognition. We have fun. We have games. We have drawings. We do super fun stuff. We lift each other up. We do a lot of motivational stuff, team meetings and Zoom. We do super fun stuff. I'm very driven. I like to lead by example. I will never ask my team to do stuff that I'm not willing to do. I do 4 lives a week. I still do 4 lives a week, and they're busy, but I push myself to because I want to get to that next level, and I want to keep growing my business, and I want to retire my husband, which is my ultimate goal, to take the stress off of him, because he's endured a whole lot of stuff in the last couple years too. And that's, everybody has their own why. That is still my why right now. You cannot change consultants. You have 3 days from the time you sign up, y'all. On my Sparkle Seeds website, I recently put an article out on my blog about how to pick your sponsor. It's a big deal. Picking the right sponsor is everything. Not just in paparazzi, y'all, in Mary Kay, in Tupperware, in any company. If you are in it and you want to build and you want to be successful, or you want to do this as like to make a living, it's critical that you pair and partner up with somebody who has the exact same vision as you, that's already doing it, that's not going to disappear in a week. I can't tell y'all how many people I have talked to, and they're like, well, my cousin just started and I feel obligated. I'm going to do it with her. And then 3 weeks later, the cousin's gone, and they're calling me, and I'm maxed. I spend every second I have helping my team. So I will take their calls. We do texts. I am still at the point, luckily, where I can, and I'm up at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. There will come a point eventually where I can literally only talk to my frontline people. There will come a point, and a lot of leaders are there. They're like, you go to the person that signed you up, that person talks to me, because their time is so valuable and it's so limited. And I am still doing 4 lives a week and working at full time. On the business side, on the retail side of it too. That's how I started. That was my only goal when I started. So I make time for every single person on my team. We text, we talk. Some want to chat every day, and that's okay. Others want to just hit the ground running and don't want any help at all, and that's okay. And others just want to buy for themselves, and that's okay. You can do anything you want to do. We're all not in the exact same place at the exact same time. We all have different goals. We all have a different vision of where we want to be in our life. Betty, all you have to do to stay active, that's a great question. But Tammy, you have 3 days. If you join, you only have 3 days to switch sponsorships. After that, you have to either cancel and wait a year or just go inactive and wait a year. To stay active in Paparazzi, it's 25 pieces per month. That's if you want to keep like a group under you, an organization. You only have to maintain 200 PV. Every piece of jewelry is worth 2 points. A lot of y'all that are in direct sales or network marketing, you know how everything's like point value and stuff. One piece of jewelry is 2 points. So you have to have 50 PV for the month, which is 25 pieces of jewelry, which y'all know is not a lot of jewelry. I mean, a lot of y'all are buying that now every single month, spending full $5 on it. You're spending that anyway. And to maintain active status for the year and not be canceled by Paparazzi, you basically have to buy 100 pieces. You have to have 200 PV for the entire year to not be dropped and go inactive in the company. All of you that wear it now, that's nothing, y'all. That is so easy to do. I have customers that will buy that many in 1 week, and they're buying gifts for Christmas and family and friends, and a lot of them are buying it. I have a couple people that buy it to bring to the nursing homes to gift to ladies because it's so inexpensive. And imagine, you think $5 is amazing. Wait till you're on this side of it, y'all. You really can't believe that it's this nice for that price. That's when it really hit me. I'm like, dang, I really have overpaid for jewelry my entire life. What the heck? Why didn't I know about this like 5 years ago? Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. That we have a policies and procedures designed to keep the integrity of the jewelry, the integrity of the company. It never sells for less than $5. You're supposed to be, you know, the face of the jewelry and market it. Just on a website, you can do it through your website or Facebook Lives or house parties. That's the other thing. A lot of people do house parties, or they do constant open houses and invite their friends into their house because it's already set up so cute. You don't have to move the jewelry around. It can get a little heavy. Some pieces, as y'all know, weigh a little more than others. So if you are transporting it to a show, it might get a little bit heavy. But I've never done a vendor event, but I've actually been thinking about doing it just because I love being out there face to face with people that have never seen it. It is truly exciting. And I love seeing people's reactions. People that even come in my house, they're like, are you kidding me? When they see it and touch it for the first time, it's crazy. You do not have to sell. It sells itself. It's show and tell. It is literally show and tell. So you buy it for $275, Miss Carla. We make 45%. We're making 45% commission is what we make. You do have to wait a year. And so here's the deal. If you don't want to purchase that month, let's just say you have a team, all of a sudden your friends want to join. When I joined Paparazzi, I was only doing it to sell it. I told my husband, I said, I'm just going to be in charge of my own destiny because I know I can make the money I need to make each week. I'm going to go live and do it. I said, I'm not doing the team and all that because that's another option to build a team underneath you. Well, like my first weekend, actually the day I opened my kit in front of my friend, she's like, how do I do this? I want to join. So all of a sudden people have just been joining since that day. And I all of a sudden had a team. And I said, well, okay, so this is going to really push me beyond my comfort zone because I never thought of myself as a leader. But I have definitely stepped up to the plate and done everything I can to become a better leader. And I do believe leading by example is one of the best ways because you can't force people to be motivated. There's something in your heart. There's something you either have or you don't, that drive to push yourself. You have something in there. If you want it bad enough, you're going to fight for it. Let's just say that. I can't make you want it as bad as I want it, but there's people that want it more than me. And they're all elites. They're all in the elite group. They have fought to be there. They're incredible men and women. I am so impressed just to be in the company of these people because I know how hard they worked to get there. There's no free ride. And yes, the jewelry sells itself, but like any company, it's work. But like any other company, most network marketing direct sales companies have to mark everything up like 100 times. It seems like some of their products are quite expensive. And you're like, well, I can't really talk to these friends because they can't afford it. And you find yourself kind of prejudging, like, I better just kind of cater to this demographic, you know, middle to upper class. They could afford this $100 protein shake. Our stuff is marked down, and it's less expensive than stores, like retail stores, which is insane. And that's why the model is so successful. That's why it's crazy. Y'all have no idea how much money girls are making in this company. There are 6-figure a month income earners in this company, y'all. It's crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Hey, Dubby. Hey, everybody. I know, y'all, look, he's awake. Yes. Sometimes, like, and y'all probably think I have no inventory. I am so busy on my lives that I rarely have time to change my background in my jewelry room, which is right next door. I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, they probably think this is like everything I have because I just keep it that way. I don't have time to move everything around. I try to, but I'm so busy. It's the last thing I do. So some of them might actually be so busy they don't have time to redo their whole display. And that could be the case for many. Can you have too much? And if your audience is small, I don't think so. I like to be able to say yes. If somebody goes, do you have any rose gold dainty, or do you have a chunky gunmetal something or bracelet? It's nice to be able to say, yes, I do. That was the hardest part in the beginning for me, is I was ordering everything I would wear. So it was all silver. And then I started getting people asking for stuff. I'm like, what? And then it hit me. So I'm like, wait a minute. I need to order everything I wouldn't wear. That's what I need to be ordering, because everybody else would wear everything else. We all have different tastes, and that's what's super fun. And so much has grown on me, because in the beginning I was like this, like I literally had blinders on. I'm like, okay, there's silver, there's gold, and life. Like that's literally my mindset when it got here. Do you want out, baby? I think he has to go potty. Here, hang on one second, y'all. So I did tell my team that. I'm like, don't just order what you're going to wear. You might end up with like 1 million gold pieces. And you want variety, because you want to be able to say, I do have a butterfly bracelet or a butterfly ring, or, you know, a faith necklace, anything. You don't have to do lives. Absolutely not. Nope. Hello, hello. You have too many negative Nancys. I'll never stop doing lives, y'all. I will never stop doing lives, because that is where I meet so many people. I find my customers. I love the interaction. That's how I make most of my money, is doing the lives. Oh, that's something we do work on as a team. I have a lot of stuff I work on with my team. Like, you got to do certain things if you want to be successful, and you got to be willing to go more than once a week or twice a week. And there's certain steps I have. When people join my team, there's kind of like a little checklist of stuff we're going to do while you're waiting for your kit to get you ready, to get set up so you're prepared, and anything that they need, I will be there. And I feel bad. I do get emailed every week by other consultants, like begging for help and asking, and I'm trying. I literally don't have an extra second in the day most days, so I have to put my team first. If there are 3 of them waiting for a call, I cannot call somebody not on the team. But I am trying to get more videos done too on my YouTube page, because I want to be able to help every single person that I can, because I do feel bad. A lot of people are not happy where they ended up, or the person they joined with dropped out and they're completely alone, and it's hard. And you want the support. You want a team around you. You want positive. We don't do negative in my group. I don't like negative energy. I don't allow the negative talk. I don't like it. There's going to naturally be negative people every single place. We had a group chat going, and I shut it down, because there's always complainers. No matter what field you're in, y'all, there's always going to be somebody that doesn't see the glass half full. It's always half empty, and life is always just dealing them a raw deal. It's all up here. So how you wake up and how you decide to push every day is up to you. You don't have to live like that. You can decide, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to push myself hard every day, no matter how hard it is. I literally spent my first 3 months in the business bawling, like sitting there crying, because I couldn't figure stuff out and I didn't understand it. And I didn't quit though. And I tell everybody that on my team, the only way to fail in paparazzi is to quit. If you were building a business with it, it is amazing jewelry. Everybody wants it. There's millions of women that have still never even heard of it or seen it. There's not that many of us in the company, if you think about it. And there's like 327 million people in the US. And there's maybe 320,000 consultants. And of those, I would say maybe half are really, really doing the business. So think about that. I mean, to me, there's nobody in the company. It's like in its infancy stage, as far as I'm concerned. I have 115 now. We've been growing. No, I have my own team. I do have my own team. I started my own team page. I am the highest rank in my line. So I have surpassed my sponsor and her sponsor. So I am the highest rank in the line. It's up to you, Sheila. That's a great question. When we order as consultants, you have 3 days. They can see when your package was delivered because we all get tracking. So we know the day our boxes are coming, which is super exciting. You'll see a thing from FedEx or USPS. They use both. You have 3 days to open it, inspect it. If anything is wrong, they're amazing, y'all. We have this awesome app. There's an app you put on your phone. You can pull it up, see your order, and say there's something in there that's not right, or something's, broken off, or a piece is missing. All you have to do is go to that order, pull it up and go down and hit return. If you're a consultant, snap a photo of it and submit, and then they put a credit in your back office, or they'll send you another piece, whatever they have there. But normally they'll just put a credit right to your back office. It's super easy. If something is ever wrong with a piece, then you have 3 days. What I do with my customers, I kind of give them the same 3 days. I rarely have issues, y'all. And if I get an email from a customer, the first thing I say is send me a photo. Sometimes the post office can be a little rough. Okay, I'm not going to lie. Postage, things go through conveyors. We're in bubble envelopes when we ship to our customers. We receive our stuff in boxes from Paparazzi, so it's a little bit better protected. All of my customers that have big orders go in boxes most of the time, because most of them are too big for an envelope. But it happens. So my personal thought on that is I take care of everybody. Now, if I start to see a pattern or anything kind of weird, because I can see our history and our chats in Messenger, you can kind of go back and review your conversation, but I've rarely have issues. And if I do, or somebody will order a tassel, all of a sudden the tassels come apart when they get it, I'm like, I got you. I'll just replace it. I got another one. I got you. No issue. And if I don't have it, if I don't have that piece, I'll say I'll give you a credit on your next order or a refund, whatever you want. I take care of everybody because I'd rather have one happy person tell 10 people about me than one angry person tell 10 people about me. So I take care of everybody. And I don't have a lot of people that have issues. I really don't. I don't know how disability works. That's a great question. You could at least buy it for yourself. I have people on my team that just shop for them, and that's okay. A lot of people want to save money. Why overpay for jewelry if you can get it for that, Okay, Robin, you too. Aw, thanks, Kelly. You're so sweet. Oh, okay, I got you, Sandra Lynn. Sorry about that. So it's totally, there's lots of ways okay, Tammy said, how do you get people to come to your shows? Like I said, and get the numbers up. Like I said, I started with just direct friends and family. We all start with our inner circle. That's how it starts. And then if each of them share to their page, maybe they've got 4, 5, 6, 700 friends, and somebody happens to see you. And then they start shopping, and then they share, and maybe they've got 300 friends. And that's how it just kind of goes viral and blossoms out like that. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. If you say you're going to be on this night at this time, you better be on at that night at that time. One thing I'm super anal about is being on time. My husband and I both have always been that way, though. Like, we're always early, because if you show up on time, you're late. Now, if I've had technical difficulties on my live and I turn it on a minute late, I'm like freaking out on the inside, because to me, it's all about being on time. People count on that. You have to do what you say you're going to do. Don't show up 15 minutes late to your live. That is just, it's just not good. And it's not good energy. It's not professional. And your customers are not going to want to keep coming back if you can't consistently be there and lift them up. People that come to my lives, a lot of them have had a really bad day and they're looking forward to that hour with ladies and fellowshipping and friends, because we've created a lot of relationships in our group, and it's true friendships that have been formed, and there's best friends now that are in there because of Paparazzi, you know. And so I try to make it as fun and enjoyable as possible for every single person, and be professional with every single person, because if you're not, people aren't going to stay on your lives. If you are a Debbie Downer, if you're negative and, oh, car broke down again, sorry guys, like nobody wants to hear that. I've had some serious bad days in the last few months. We've had a lot going on with one of our children in particular. And there's days where I'm like in tears 20 minutes before I'm going to start, but y'all would never know that. I will never bring that onto a live show ever, because what I have going on the side has nothing to do with my business. And so I always try to keep it as professional as humanly possible. Yeah, there's days where I'm just like, I need more powder. Like my eyes are so red. I was crying like right before I go live, you know, it's terrible. Oh, that's awesome, Mercedes. I know a girl that tells her story, live paycheck. Yeah, it's up to you. It is up to you. Yes, I do. I have an amazing team under me. Most of y'all that have been shopping with me for about a year and a half, 2 years now, which I love y'all. You know, I have never been a person to do lives and go after people. I've always been very reserved and quiet and not pushy or salesy. It's just not me. I'm not like that real A-type, like join my team, join my team. I kind of just coast along and have my own inner drive. I have my own competitive edge inside, though, believe me. I don't like to boast or brag, although everybody's telling me, they're like, you've got to get out there and share more and tell your story more and show all the stuff you're winning and what you're earning. And it's just, and I'm getting there. It's been uncomfortable for me because I'm just not that kind of person in general. It's hard. It's just hard for me to even like get out there. So I am doing better at that. I am putting more and more out on my website. I am going on the Black Diamond trip next week. We have won the cruise for my husband and I. That's the first time I've ever won 100% of 2 trips, which I'm very proud of. I am hanging right in the top 15 right now in the contest to win the free cruise. So I'm very proud of that. It is just by sheer determination and hard work that I'm where I am, because it doesn't just get handed to you. Nothing in life, y'all know that, gets handed to you. Oh, thanks. That's because I get so excited. Mercedes, I know, I wish you did too. But yes, Jacqueline, you do. You make 10% like on your directly sponsored, and then when they sponsor, as long as you have 3 personally sponsored, you are able to make more commission on the organization underneath you. And we have our planner that's amazing, which mine is somewhere down here. We get it in our kit. The kits, oh, by the way, are insane. Y'all wait till you see what's in these kits. It's incredible. It is so much fun. But yeah, there's a thing in there that shows the entire compensation plan and every single level you have to achieve if you want to do that. That's just the separate part of the business. That's one side. If you have a team under you and you want to make commission, you do have to be active every single month. That's 25 pieces of jewelry a month, y'all. 25 pieces of jewelry is nothing. Most of my customers buy that now just for themselves to wear, because it's so cute. And y'all know we got Fashion Fix, we got Life of the Party, we have new releases 5 days a week. It's pretty easy to get to 25 pieces. And most of my customers buying it now are spending, well, all of them, $5 per piece. So imagine if you have to buy 25 pieces and you're getting them for $275, that's even easier to do, to remain active. But if you want to do the bare minimum, like somebody asked earlier, just to keep your business active, that's 200 PB for the whole year. So that is very easy to do. But once you sponsor people under you and have team members and business partners joining with you, then you do need to remain active each month if you want to make commission on them. But like I said, 25 pieces of jewelry, y'all, is super easy to do. It really is. It's not like you have to spend a ton of money on products, you know. So the only way, Kathy said, how do you keep track of your inventory? Not very well. It's so busy now, up to a point where I literally open the boxes, we sort it, we put it in baskets. When it comes time to end of the year stuff, I'm like, I can look in my back office. We have an amazing back office, by the way, that we get when we join, and it's totally free. There's no monthly fee to have this awesome back office. And I'm like, okay, here's how much I bought. Here's how many pieces. You can see exactly what you spent. Then I can go to Square and see exactly how much I sold. So I know how off I am or how on I am. Yeah, once you join, you get a login to this back office where you shop. You have all the categories. You can see the Paparazzi Boutique. That's the cute little store where you can get the cute ring holders that hold the wideband rings and bags and clothes and jackets and hats and all kinds of cute stuff, and little cards and pens and just all the cute little things like that. Thank you. I'm so behind y'all. Oh gosh, I'm 90 comments behind. You have a whole year from the time you join, Vanessa, to get your 100 pieces of jewelry for the minimum to stay active. So just think about it, because I know you love the jewelry. Trust me, y'all, it's very easy to stay active in Paparazzi. Not to mention, I can't tell you how many times your friends and family will come over. I have customers all the time. They're like, tell me you still have this necklace. My sister came over, totally stole mine. Then she took my favorite bracelet. All my family, you know, they wanted, tell me you've got more of this because I need another one for me. And I lost mine to my sister. People that even come into your vicinity of your house, you know how many people lose jewelry off their body? They go out and people want it. They're like, I want what you have. They see it. They love it. Oh, oh, you're so cute, Mercedes. Thank you, Laura. You're so sweet. Thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I do get very excited. I can't control it. That is legit. I was never a big jewelry person, and I have 4 sons. So I never got to dress up a little girl and buy the little party shoes, the little patent leather party shoes and tights and headbands. So when I started this, I was just like, I was just like tearing through the boxes when they came in, and the excitement never goes away. I'm telling y'all, wait till you have boxes showing up on your door. The excitement does not go away. I'm telling you. Thank you. I do try to help my whole team with that. And I also do help my team behind the scenes with different tips and stuff like that on getting more viewers and things they can do. We do a lot of training on that type of stuff. I try to do that fairly often because we do have people joining pretty much every week now in our group. Y'all are so sweet. Wait, there are some. Yeah, my viewers are getting higher and higher. It's getting tougher and tougher for me to keep up with all the requests, but I am trying my best to keep up with every person's request. So I always feel bad if people are like, second request, third request. I'm like, I'm trying to stay in order. I do have somebody typing for me at this point, but I did it all by myself in the beginning. I just had little tags and clothespins and baskets. And I'm like, yeah, I just bought these at Walmart and my clothespins, and I cut up copy paper and put their name on it. And I did it all by myself for a while in the beginning. For the first 3 months, it was all me. And then my business brought me to Florida where I had lots of help. It got to a point where I needed help. And that's a good problem to have. That's a great problem to have, y'all. Seriously. Yeah, I'm going to leave this up. No, you just can call the company. It depends on when they go inactive, Donna. You can always call the home office and just ask them, just say, you know, what do we need to do to get active again? And if you have been in the company and went inactive for a year, you still have to call the home office so they can, like, it's like they got to release your social security number because it's tied to your old consultant ID, I guess. So if it's been a year, you've been inactive, then you can go right in, call the company, and then they can make it. They'll tell you. Like I just had a girl on my team that went inactive, and she's ready to get back in, and she called, and they said December. She has to wait till December, and then she'll be coming back in December, which you can totally do. Oh, yeah, I'm going to leave this video up. I have the scale. You can get a scale for 10 bucks on Amazon. You can just get a little scale because most of the stuff you're weighing is literally in ounces, y'all. So I use stamps.com. You can use USPS, which is free. I only use stamps.com because I didn't know what I was doing, and my upline said we use stamps.com. So try that. I said, okay. So I've just been on stamps.com ever since, and it's super easy. I do all my own postage here, and you just preload it with your credit card. Because you do get a discount on the shipping doing it that way. Plus, you don't have to stand in line at the post office. You are going to pay a lot more if you go to the post office and have them print your labels. There's a significant difference in the price. It's more convenient for me to get them all packed and just throw them into these big bags for my son or my husband to drive to the post office. And you can get post office pickup too. You can have them come to your house if you are comfortable leaving everything outside. It is so fun. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Yeah, it is a super fun business to do. I would say of all the companies out there, everybody is made for something different. One of my good friends, she does Beachbody. She was just made for that. She was born to do it. She's like super into fitness. She's super motivational and inspirational. She's like my go-to person for anything, because I struggle with that. I struggle with weight and all that. And I need to be in a group where I'm accountable. And I mean, we all have our own things. Well, that is like her thing. She was just born to do that and help people with fitness and inspire women and help them eat right or do the protein shakes, and all this cool stuff. I can't do that to save my life. And people that know me are like, wait a second, you're doing what? Every girl on the planet loves to look pretty and feel pretty. I mean, who doesn't? And we have men's jewelry and kids jewelry, and it's $5, y'all. You're not eliminating half the population. Every single person you come in contact with could treat themselves to a beautiful $5 piece of jewelry. And our necklaces have earrings to match, which is crazy. It's crazy. It's like a no-brainer to me. And how many times, and it's so funny to me because people are like, $5. I'm like, go look around, go to Walmart, go anywhere and tell me if you see this caliber of necklace with earrings. You won't find it. You won't go in. You just can't find it anywhere. And some of our stuff looks like it was $50. It's amazing. It is truly, truly amazing. And you're not trying to talk people into it. I'm not begging people to buy jewelry. I'm just showing what I have. And they know, people that get into paparazzi, they know more is coming. They know, and they can't wait for the new releases to come out, because we get new releases 5 days a week. And that's why you'll see different consultants with different inventory, because depending on the time of day they ordered or their taste, they might have got something that I never saw. And that happens all the time. I see people and I'm like, where did that come from? Oh my God, where'd she get that? Why didn't I see that? Because I'm always stalking the website too. We're all stalking it. I'm catching up to y'all. That is a true statement, Mercedes. I didn't just watch a lot of lives. To keep my courage up and to get myself to go live, I watched a different person every single night that I went to bed. I watched a different person every night for over a year, to the point my husband was like, really? Like, I'm trying to go to bed. He's like, why do you have your phone on again, watching another live? After buying one of the 3 kits. No, there's no hidden costs. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I don't feel like a diva, but thank you. I just am upfront and honest with y'all. Those of y'all that shop my lives, it's just fun, and it's a great business. Right now I use a Logitech. This is a Logitech Brio. It's just one of those little black clip-on webcams that just has the long cord and it plugs into the USB. And I take it in here in my office, and when I go back across to my jewelry room, I carry my camera back over there and hook it onto my laptop that's set up in there. This is a desktop computer, so I have double monitors right here. Yeah, so I did watch a different girl every night for way over a year, and I did that on purpose because I was so terrified to go live, and I had zero courage, and I was watching all these people, and I'm like, how, if she can do this? And I mean, there's a lot of distractions going on behind her. I've seen a lot of crazy lives and it's like almost dark. I can't see the color of the jewelry, and she's still selling it. It's because it sells itself. And I'm like, if she can do this, I can do this. And that's how I gave myself like that. That extra push. I just had to push myself because in the beginning, I did not believe in myself at all. I mean, that's just something a lot of us struggle with is self-doubt or self-sabotage, or we just don't think we have it. I was embarrassed when I first started. I'm like, I'm not going to put this on my personal page. And then I was just like, what are you doing? Just put it everywhere. Who cares? Because, a lot of things happen to us in our lives and we care or we don't care what other people think. And we all have room to grow. None of us are perfect. I was the most insecure person ever when I started this. And I still have stuff to work on. I'm far from where I want to be, which is why I'm not stopping. And I will continue to push myself way out of my comfort zone, way beyond, because that's the only way you're going to change your circumstance in your life is to try something you've never tried. Get out of that rut. I was in such a rut, y'all. We were in a really dark place in our life. And I'm telling you, we are like right on the cusp of everything amazing right now. It's amazing. And I feel like we're just starting our life. You do have to get a couple things to start, but it's not expensive. You get the lights, and if you already have a computer at your house, you can just get a little clip-on webcam. Some people like to just use their phone. Some already have iPads. I use an iPad. I do recommend getting a little corner of a room or somewhere you have a little space behind you where you can put something cute up, because you want to be able to draw people in. Yes, to me it's important to have kind of a cute background. Oh, I don't know if I did. Kim, hang on. Oh, so you're wanting to do it? There's a lot of people that do it together, like a partnership. Is that what you're thinking, Kim? I listened to a radio show one evening and they had a call in and question, what is your type of women? And the answer was confidence. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, a lot of people do that. There's lots of people where like mom joined the business and her daughter's right there on camera with her helping. Lots of people do that, or their spouse is on camera. It can only be in one name, so one per household. So like you would join and she could do it with you. I've had people join my team. They're like, I'm not going to go on camera, but my sister wants to help me. She'll be on camera and I'll be behind the scenes putting stuff in baskets and setting it up. And I'm like, that's fine. You can do whatever you want. There's no set rules. I don't, I'm not one of those people that's going to just hound you and pressure you. We have all kinds on my team. We do. We have so many styles of people. Some are in it just to buy for themselves. Some want to drive it home. They want to build a business. They love the push. If you want the push, I'll give you the push, because I'm like, I work hard. I do. And we do challenges and we do different things. You can be members of the 1K, 2K, 3K clubs. We have cool stuff and really fun stuff going on on our team behind the scenes. It's truly a family. Everybody supports everybody back there. I do make myself available all the time to my team. Anybody that's looking to do this business, if you were invited to this live, get back with that person that invited you because they cared enough about you to share this. I feel like I am doing people an injustice if I don't share it, because I don't want anyone I know like 2 years from now to be like, why didn't you ever tell me about this? What the heck? It's such a blessing in so many people's lives. It is way beyond the money. It's way beyond the money. The confidence, the relationships, the friendships, just everything about it. The company is just the professionalism. They're very united. You feel that when you go to convention. It's very inspirational. Anything you need, any tool you need is there. The back office Mercedes I was talking about, is like the minute you join, you can log in. You can shop. You can see resources and social media graphics that we can use. There's all kinds of stuff, and images and training resources, and just anything you can think of is back there. Just like any company that you would join, any health company or Mary Kay, there is like a back office where you can see your team and send messages. You can do everything back there, but it's free with our company. A lot of companies, in fact, most companies charge for that, to have that monthly back office. A lot of companies like $15 a month, but I say, why not get your jewelry at cost? I have several customers now that buy so much from me. I said, girl, I almost feel guilty now. I do. I said, I almost feel guilty. You're spending so much money. And I care. I do. I'm like, you could save half almost, save 45%. If you were just buying it through yourself, you could totally do that. Because I actually feel kind of bad because some people buy a ton, even to donate. And like I said, give to other organizations or to like battered women's. Hang on, Gatsby. Do y'all hear him? He's knocking at the door. Hold on a second. Come in. Come on. Oh, I'm not coming out there. Come on. He wants me to follow him. He wants me to go turn on the sink. Sorry. What's the best way to multiply your inventory? So you could either reinvest everything back in the beginning, which is what I did because I was working at a high school. So I already had kind of a steady income. So I was trying to look at this as not relying on it right away. I know a lot of the girls and the elites too reinvested everything to try and build their inventory. And there are more than one way. There's more than one way to sell paparazzi. If y'all shop my lives, you see I have an album. I do photos. I find creative ways. Just because it doesn't sell the first time you show it doesn't mean it's not going to sell. I've had pieces that I sat on for months, and then one day I show it and 4 of them all sell in one live show. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. There's somebody for every single piece. And it's just a matter of finding that person. And you can be super creative. Take pictures in your jewelry. Do fun little images of yourself wearing the jewelry. Take images like I do, like last week. Was it last week or the week before? We had the hurricane coming through here. And our town was under mandatory evacuation. And I was in the Survivor Challenge, the Elite Survivor Contest. And we had to sell 500 pieces. And I went 5 days without a delivery of new inventory. I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, the post office shut down, every grocery store, every bank. Our entire town was a ghost town. And I couldn't get inventory. So I got super creative because I've got a ton of pieces here. And we love to make sets. Aggie is one of my assistants, so we love to find cute little sets that match. So we were pairing up cute stuff and putting it on a bus, taking pictures. Then I found a ton of cute bracelets, so I took close-up images of individual bracelets and posted it on my page. I sold hundreds of pieces just by taking the time to make pictures. And there's always, if you think outside the box, there's always a way to market yourself, to market the jewelry. When you want to find a way, you will find a way. And it's just a matter of going above and beyond. And I always tell everybody, you got to get uncomfortable. This business made me very uncomfortable in the beginning. That's because of my own insecurities and being shy. And just, it changes you. I am not the same person today that I was back then. It just has helped me grow so much. And I literally can't thank the company enough for that. It is still, I have to pinch myself sometimes, y'all. It's like, I can't even believe this is real. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. You need to be a product of the product. Wear it everywhere you go. Carry extras of whatever you're wearing because you're going to get asked or stop. Somebody's going to be like, I love your earrings. I love your bracelet. It's nice when you have a backup one with you or your business card and say, I sell these. Thank you. Mercedes, girl, you can be my confidence coach. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, and this is kind of part of what helped my belief too in paparazzi. In the beginning, I had a customer who happened to be a great friend of my mom's, and I was shocked because she would keep shopping my lives, and I knew this lady lived in an 8,000 square foot house, had lots of money. I've seen her house. It's beautiful, and she kept shopping with me, and I'm like, why is she buying $5 jewelry? What the heck? And she said, I love it. My mom said she loves it. And she would take pictures and selfies. She said she loves it. I said she could buy a $5,000 bracelet. They're like so well off, you know. And she bought so much jewelry from me. And she even told me, she goes, I love it. I truly, truly love it. The quality's amazing. It's cuter than half the stuff I own that I spent a fortune on. And I'll keep buying it. And she has. And now she's a consultant. And I'm like, you just never know. So I had that same feeling in the beginning, Barbie. Because some people go $5. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not embarrassed to say it's $5. I'm proud of the fact that I didn't overspend and I saved money. When you could buy, you know, the wraps, you can get a wrap like this for 20 bucks at stores. I have pictures people are sending me of wraps. They're $20 in the store. And I'm like, we have the exact same ones for $5. Why overpay if you don't have to? To me, that's smarter to save your money, put it towards other expenses. And a lot of us, that extra savings could be like gas money or food, you know? Hey, Regina, how are you? You found me on YouTube first. Oh, that's awesome, Carolyn. Yep, new releases are anybody that's logged in at that moment. Everybody thinks, yeah, I'm going to be on at 5. Everybody always thinks, oh, the elites have first dibs. That's not true. If you're sitting there watching it, I happen to alert my entire team. When the jewelry switches, you better already be logged in and ready, because you have about 60 seconds on some of those pieces to get them, because they're going to sell out that fast. They're that hot, some of these pieces. So I do alert my whole team the minute it changes, because I'm ready, I'm watching it, and I want to make sure I get it. Well, I've lost lots of pieces recently. I get hung up or something slow. I get locked up in cyberspace on here. And it happens to all the elite consultants too. I've been in many conversations watching the elites, and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't get these earrings. We all lost the earrings today too. It's first come, first serve. We all see the same exact thing. And it's just who's there, who's ready at the time, who can get through checkout the fastest. I've tried so many different techniques. I do think, in my opinion, the less you have in your cart, meaning don't have 25 different items and then you see something super hot that you want 20 of. I try to just look for the hottest pieces, get a bunch of those and check out. I go in and out multiple times, but I also sell that many. I'll get what I know or I'm pretty sure I can sell, and I put them in my album and pre-sell them as well. I've been thinking about making a change from the day to day. Oh, absolutely, Dana. I can't tell y'all. And you don't have to quit your job to do this. A lot of people still work jobs and do this. It's just a great secondary income. Not only that, it's fun. It's fun. And if nothing else, here's what I say. What's the worst thing that can happen? We go out to dinner. My husband and I just go out to a nice little dinner and a movie, and we always get popcorn. So you know how expensive concessions are. That's $100 night. You could get into Paparazzi for $99. Now, granted, there's different kits and they all come with different perks, but I'm like, for dinner and a movie, you could start your own business. To me, it's a no-brainer, y'all. Like, what do you have to lose? And that comes with jewelry. You're going to get 35 pieces of jewelry, actually 40 this month. You're going to get 40 pieces because they're doing the big bonus, the fall exclusives for September. I think it's 5, 10, and 20. Let me see. In the kits this month only, and oh my gosh, y'all, yeah, 5, 10, or 20, depending on the first, second, or third kit, 5, 10, or 20 extra free accessories on top of what comes in there already, which are unreleased. I have seen some of the pieces. We were able to view them as elites. We're not allowed to share the video we saw or pictures, but I was flipping out. It was so funny because so many girls were like, can we sign up again? Like, just to get those, because they're not released in Paparazzi, and you get those in your kit for September. So that's just like a fall promotion they're doing right now. And they don't always do promotions where they add bonus jewelry to the kits. So I'm like, what's the worst thing that would happen? If you bought even just the $99 kit, you have 40 pieces of jewelry to show for it. If you don't like them, take them to your friends. You're going to love them. I already know, because I was nervous when I got my kit. I'm like, what if I don't like any of it? I was shocked, y'all. I'm just telling you, you're going to be blown away. Paparazzi knows what they're doing. They pick a great variety because they know what's hot. They know what people like. They are going to give you a super cute variety. And you can, my hardest thing was actually not wanting to keep it all. I struggled with that bad in the beginning. I'm like, I don't want to sell any of it. I only have one of everything. What if I never see it again? My husband was like, would you stop it? Like, you're never going to make $1 if you keep every piece you buy. And I said, I know. So I have to, then I started getting 2 of everything or 3. If I saw something I really love when I ordered, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make sure I get an extra one for me. And then it got to where they would sell an oversell on my lives. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not going to keep that one. I guess I won't get to keep one. So I'll let my customers have it first. I have to, Janice, I have to get the link. If you message me, they're on Amazon. It's like a white light. I don't know if they're LEDs. I'm terrible with that. I just know they're umbrella lights. It's more of a cool light. And I even tell people, don't turn on your overhead ceiling fan light that's like yellow from 1990. Any kind of yellowy type tone lights that a lot of people still have in their house, don't turn those on in the room. It says you cannot use Facebook marketing on Facebook. What do you mean, Glenda? What do you mean? Yeah, it's my anniversary today. Thank you. September 16th. Yep, I've done YouTube lives. Sometimes Facebook, a few times for me, it's been a bear and it shuts down. It even happened to me last night, y'all, with 160 people on Facebook's like, your live video just ended. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I've tried YouTube. I have done some YouTube lives. You can go live on YouTube. People do. It's a whole different world. It takes a little getting used to. And I actually enjoyed it. And believe it or not, my customer said that the clarity was like 1,000,000 times better. They said, we can see your jewelry even better than we can see it on your normal lives on Facebook. The problem was a lot of my customers couldn't figure out YouTube. They've never been on YouTube. And I tend to attract probably more of my age and older crowd. And so a lot of people are not super savvy with technology, and even me on YouTube, and they couldn't find me. They're like, I can't comment. I don't know what to do. So I try to stay on Facebook as much as possible just for convenience, because they finally got Facebook down. People know how to find the live videos. But YouTube is amazing. YouTube is a different platform altogether. It's awesome. Their servers, I think the reason the clarity is better is YouTube is built for streaming. So I think they probably have a different type of servers that are made for video streaming. I think, I don't know, I'm assuming. Thanks, y'all. Oh, thanks, Mercedes, really? Oh my gosh, don't I know it, girl? You have no idea. You only have to buy 25 pieces for the whole month to stay active. And you only have to do that if you want to make commission off of a team that's under you. If you don't have a team, you don't have to buy that month. Most of y'all, I recognize most of y'all on here are shopping now anyway, buying at least 25 pieces a month and spending $5 on it. It's a lot easier to get 25 pieces when they're $2.75. And you're going to wear them anyway, even if you just get them for you. A lot of people buy just for themselves, just to feed their $5 habit, to save more money. Because as if $5 a piece wasn't enough savings, you can do it for $2.75. A lot of people start off going, I'm just going to do it for me as like a hobby, maybe share it with friends and family, and then pretty soon they're live. And they're like, okay, I love it. Everyone that's come to my house takes jewelry out of here. They love it. I think we're onto something here. And I'm like, you definitely are. It sells itself. It's only getting more popular, y'all. It is not hard to do at all. I've had the pleasure in the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. Two of the more recent girls that joined my team happened to live an hour away and 15 minutes away. And both wanted me to go to help them with their first lives, which I was so excited to do, because I have people all over the US, so I can't be there with everybody, but it was super fun to be able to do that and help as much as I can. And I will help you as much as humanly possible. We have all kinds of stuff. We have a team page and all that fun stuff behind the scenes. The company should produce more. What? More jewelry? I did start with the $99 kit, not knowing what I know today. I probably would have done it different because I knew I wanted to go to convention. So when it came time for convention, I spent $170 on my convention ticket. That ticket is included in the $499 kit, plus 200 pieces of jewelry, plus the 20 bonus pieces this month. So technically, on the big kit, you're getting the convention ticket for Vegas next year, which is huge. And you're getting the 200 plus pieces of jewelry. So you're technically not paying $275 a piece. You're paying $250 on the starter kit of $499, if you think about it. Thanks for the anniversary wishes. Today's my Papaversary. Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You can do your own personal page. Like you'll see all the consultants have their own personal Facebook page or like their own website. And you do get a replicated site, by the way. The minute you join Paparazzi, you have a website. That's the website controlled by Paparazzi. It's a replicated site where people can go and shop there. And I've had a lot of customers shop mine, and then it ships from Utah. They do all of it for you, and then you still make the same commission on the retail sale of the jewelry. They just send it to you once a month. So it's a little bit different format. Well, here's the best part, Tori. Oh yeah, y'all don't, a lot of y'all don't know this. When you go to shop in the back office and buy Paparazzi, if you spend $100, you get free shipping. $100 is 37 pieces of jewelry. 37, if you're in this to sell it, 37 is nothing, y'all. You can't even do a live with 37 pieces. That's going to be gone. You're going to go through those in like 10, 15 minutes. You're going to be like, okay, wait, I needed like 4 times this amount, because people want to see different things. So in Paparazzi as well, for every 10 pieces you buy, you get a free piece. They're called hostess rewards. They send you a mystery piece, so you don't know what you're getting, which is really fun because you don't know what's coming. It's always different, you know. And so I tell my team, if you're going to buy 37 pieces to get free jewelry, you're going to get 3 free pieces of jewelry. But if you just go to 40 for only 3 more pieces for like $8 or $9, what is it, $8 or $9 more, you get an extra free piece. So if you buy 40 pieces, you're getting 4 free pieces. And they do that so that if you want to do hostess parties or do free giveaways, you don't have to come out of pocket all the time with your jewelry, which I think is incredible that they do that. And that's standard. I mean, they do that. And then there's times when they'll do double hostess rewards promotions. And if you get to the level of gold, life of the party, you get double hostess rewards for the next year. So instead of getting 1, you get 2 free pieces for every 10. It's awesome. They make it so fun. Oh, is that what it is, Cindy? Facebook 720, YouTube 1080. Yes. Fashion Fix is something which, by the way, they just opened it up. It was a 3-month wait, like a month or 2 ago. They just opened it up. So Fashion Fix is something you have the option to do or not do. If you want to do it, you have to call the home office and get your name on the list. I think it just opened up a couple days ago where you could sign right up for it, which is awesome. With that said, they'll take your credit card. They will bill you once a month only. And it's around, I think it's like $87-ish. You get billed on the 20th. It's around like $86, $87, I think, with tax and everything. And it's got 5 sets of Fashion Fix. There's 5 4-piece sets. Those are called trend blends that are put together by the stylists at Paparazzi. You get those sent to you, plus hostess rewards and exclusive pieces in there. So you don't know what's coming. So there's incredible exclusive. So they're always surprising us with cute little gifts and treasures that you don't even know is in the box. And you like freak out. This is why I still freak out every time I get a box. But that's optional. Fashion Fix is optional, but it is a great way to boost your sales because you get it ahead of time. You can see it, feel it, touch it, show it to your customers. People can pre-order because it's not yet released in the company. You'll get it maybe 10 days before it releases, 12 days, depending on where you live, how close you are to Utah. Mine seems like it takes forever to get here. Sometimes I feel like I get it a week before they're going to release. I'll show it and I'm like, oh my God. And you don't have to order in my group. That's your choice. I don't make them order the whole set. They can do whatever they want. 1 piece, 2 piece, because not everybody fits in every bracelet. Not everybody wears rings, you know. Some people just want earrings. So I let them buy whatever pieces they want. And then on order night, when they go to officially release on the 5th, which is technically, if you're East Coast, it's the 4th at midnight. Like the minute it turns over to the 5th, you better be ready because there's a countdown going. So you're already logged in, you're watching. It's different times for different time zones, you know. So you can get on that. You can not get on that. It just bills automatic. It shows up at your door. You can keep everything that comes in that box for yourself. You can sell what's in that box. But if you show it and you have 5 friends say, oh, we all want that set, well, then you're going to have to get on when it releases on the 5th. When it goes live in your back office, you want to get on and get it before it sells out because it could very well sell out. A lot of pieces totally sell out super quick. So otherwise, I've had people say, can I just get it for me? So I have Fashion Fix. Absolutely. You don't have to sell it. You can keep everything for yourself that comes in the Fashion Fix. Jeannie, do you use ManyChat? I don't. I was just looking at that though the other day, trying to figure out what it is and how it works, because I'm wondering if that might be helpful for me to help me, because I'm having a hard time keeping up with all of my messages coming in. I have such a steady flow of messages now coming in. I'm having a really hard time getting back to every single person. Oops, y'all, guess what alarm this is? That's my jewelry ordering alarm. Oh, thanks. Yeah, today's my Papaversary. I've heard of people doing that on Poshmark. I'm not sure how that works, but I am researching ManyChat to see if that's something that might be helpful for me. I don't understand it. I know other people do use it in the company, but like I said before, I'm not the most techie person. I'm pretty bad at it, actually. Okay, make sure I didn't miss anybody's questions. You can still order less than 37 pieces, Tori. Anytime you order from the home office, it's the $5.95 flat rate, whether you're a consultant or a customer ordering from there. So that was my goal in the beginning. I'm like, I don't ever want to pay shipping because, you know, there's not a huge, you know, we're dealing with $5 jewelry. So you want to make every cent that you can. So I'm like, I'm not paying $5.95 shipping. So I make sure that anytime I order, this was from day one, I'm like, I'm going to always order at least 37 pieces or 40 so that I can get that. And it's easy to do because trust me, if 10 or 12, 15 new releases pop up and you love them all of a sudden you're there. You're like, okay, I'm already at like 36 pieces. Oh my gosh. So Gracie, if you want to stay active in the company, okay, there's two ways to keep your entire, you know, your consultantship, I guess you would say, active. You have to buy a minimum of 200 PV a year. That's 100 pieces for the year. Okay. If you happen to sign somebody up under you, all of a sudden somebody sees your jewelry and they're like, I want to get in and do this, and they sign up under you, well, you make a commission off that person. If you want to collect that commission, you have to be active monthly. So that means 25 pieces a month times 275 plus tax, whatever state you're in, the sales tax. So it's very easy to do. Yeah. Because if y'all, I have a lot of y'all already buying at least that many pieces a month now, but you're spending $5 per piece. So you can just kind of picture in your mind $275 a piece. It's crazy. And not to mention the trips, the fun, the perks. They take amazing care of us. Oh my gosh. Convention next year, I have already told my team, y'all start saving now. It is so fun. It is the best time ever when we went to Las Vegas this year. It's incredible. Not to mention the Z pieces. You can buy Z bracelets if you're a consultant. That's a huge perk. You have to be at convention to get the Z bracelets. A lot of people want the Z bracelets. You can do that if you are a consultant. It doesn't mean you're selling. It doesn't mean you're on Facebook Live. You are a consultant. That means you signed up to have a business in paparazzi, and you can buy for yourself. You can buy for others. A lot of people just buy gifts. It's whatever you want to do. There are no rules on my team. I am not one of those people that's like, you better be selling and hitting this quota. That's just not me. That's not who I am. And I know we all come from different walks of life, and we're all in different places in our life. And just because you might want to just get it for yourself now doesn't mean 6 months from now or 3 months from now, you might change your mind and go, you know what? I've had like 50 people stop me for my jewelry. Maybe I will try selling it. And that's okay. Your timing, we're all in different timing. You know, your timing might not be right at that time, but you can save a fortune on your own collection of jewelry. Not to mention, when you buy a little business in a box, you have huge tax benefits. There's huge tax write-offs. Anything you do now is for your business. There's a lot you can do. I have seen some use Scanner. What is that? Scanner? Is that like an app? Kim, what is Scanner? Dana, I thought it was 7 weeks. Okay, so here's the deal. Y'all help me figure it out. I joined September 16th today, 2 years ago, on September 2017. I didn't do my first live till October 26th. I gave notice at my job the second week in November, And my last day of work was December 1st. So it was a matter of weeks. I realized very quickly, plus when I carried my bling bag to work with me and set it on the floor next to my desk and sold 41 pieces out of my bag without saying a word. I didn't say a word, y'all. I didn't go around going, can you guys come shop my bag of jewelry? Like, that's just not my style. I am pretty quiet in general, like kind of under the radar. I didn't want to get in trouble at work. I'm not a pushy salesperson, which is the other reason I love this so much, because you don't have to talk women into $5 jewelry. Women are impulse shoppers. We love it. We're emotional. We're like, I want it. They see it. Not one person's going to come on your live and go, let me think about that tonight. I'm going to go talk to my husband and see if, we think that's a good purchase for me, that $5 necklace. People, that's not how it works at all. They're like, I'll take it. That goes with this dress. This goes with this shirt. I needed this. I've been looking for a gold bracelet. Oh my gosh. When they realize the quality and get that first package in the mail, done deal. It's amazing. I wore Chico's for 15 years, y'all. Like, if I bought jewelry, it was there. I love Chico's. That's a great clothing store. I still buy clothes there, but it's not inexpensive. It's expensive. And I'm like, we have stuff that looks like it came from there. It's amazing. So immediately the difference between this and a different type of direct selling company is your posture. You immediately have a different type of confidence that you wouldn't have had before, because it's $5. It's like, take it or leave it. It's $5, y'all. I mean, there's nothing to think about. It's $5. You could go to Starbucks and spend that on a coffee and have nothing to show for it. It's like, that's a coffee at Starbucks. That's it. It's a $5 piece of jewelry. It's like a no-brainer to me. And now you've got this gorgeous piece to show for it. And then you happen to have tons of people that might compliment you on it. And then they're in shock because they can't believe you paid for it. I'm like proud to say it was $5. And there's people that turn their nose up and go, oh God, I can't wear $5. Like, what? I'm like, that's okay. It's not for everybody. I mean, some people want to spend $5,000 on a solid necklace. That's okay. So I would say that most of us though, like saving money. Most people prefer to save money. Yeah, Sandra Lynn, there's all kinds of stuff. And there's the policies and procedures. I can send you some different PDFs. So Luis, if you join, the minimum to stay active, that's if you have a team join under you. There's 2 ways to make money in Paparazzi. You over here selling it, which you don't have to buy every month if you don't want to. You do have to buy a certain amount before your 1-year anniversary though. 100 pieces in a whole year, which is super easy to do. So if you think about it at $275, so it's like $275 in a year's time. So let's just say you start selling it, all of a sudden you're like, okay, now some people decide, whoa, I'm going to just try and sell enough to get my stuff for free. Then all my accessories are free. And then some people realize the power and how fast it starts to grow kind of by itself. Mine kind of just took off by itself because people just kept coming and coming. I've never pushed it so hard on the business or driven it into people like, come join my team, come join my team. Our team is growing very organically. I have personally sponsored now, I think 65 people, which if you had told me 2 years ago, this would be my life, I would have never believed it because I didn't have the confidence to believe it back then, but I do now. And I finally feel like, okay, girl, you've worked your tail off and you are worthy of this. And I have grown tenfold as just a person on the inside. And only those that know me best truly can see the difference. If y'all go to my website and look at my blog, my husband has a ton, I think it's on the blog. There's info there on the blog too, but my timeline, because I wanted to it was his idea to do this. And I was so freaked out when he did it the first time, but I'm so glad he did because I wanted to remember my journey and how far I have come. He has a picture of me from my first live. It's so embarrassing, y'all. I about died when I saw myself. I'm like, what? You can see the insecurity and the doubt and the fear all over my face. And I'm like, oh, thank God I did this. I'm so glad because it's way beyond the money that you can make. It's more about the lifelong friendships, the confidence it gives you, the belief in yourself. that a lot of you don't have, because I know I've been there, and a lot of us struggle with that and insecurities. I mean, you know, what do you say? Oh, thanks, guys. But Louise Thorne, you don't have to buy that. But if all of a sudden your friends or family are like, we want to do this, we want to join underneath you, well, you get paid on anything they order. So if you want to get paid monthly on what they order, you do need to be active each month and just buy your 25 pieces. And that's it. So they can be for you, they can be to sell, whatever you want. But if you don't have a team under you, you don't have to buy every single month. You may have to skip a month, and that's okay. That's totally okay. Like I said, everyone on our team does it at a different way, a different pace. Some are on it every day. They want this for their career. We have single moms. We've got all different types of people. We have people that come from money, that have money, that just see the business side of it and how powerful the jewelry is and how much money girls are making. We have people with business minds that come in because they see the numbers behind the scenes, and girls making 6 figures a month doing this business. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, because that was my first thought, is how do you make money on $5 jewelry? Oh my gosh. Well, it depends. What are your goals? Do you need to make 100 a week? Would that change your life? Because we'll sit down and put a plan together and say, okay, this is how many pieces you have to sell. This is how many times you may have to go live. You may hit it all in one live. If not, you're going to go again. We're going to do it till we hit your numbers. Each week, I will help you. I am successful with my live shows. That's my strong suit. There's lots of elite consultants. Some are extremely strong on the team building, but not as strong on lives. I started with my focus on lives, and I have very strong lives and good sales. I'm a black diamond seller. Going for pink diamond. They introduced black diamond was the highest rank when I went to convention this year, so I was happy to be at the top. Then they introduced pink diamond. I'm like, dang it. Okay, so now pink diamond and empire diamond. So there are 2 more levels to get to. You could survive solely off of your sales if you want to, and you make that your goal. Like I said, and some of y'all missed it, when I saw ladies selling 25 pieces in an hour, I'm like sitting there, my wheels are turning. I'm like, she's making $50 an hour, this lady. What the heck? And I can't even tell if it's silver or gold, and there's a dog barking and kids screaming and running back and forth. And then I'd see people selling 10 pieces in an hour. And I'm like, this girl, you know, 20 bucks an hour, it's hard to make 20 bucks an hour for anybody. So I'm like, you only have to sell 10 pieces in 1 hour. You're making $22.50 really. But if you want to do this and reinvest, you've got to get inventory. You can't sell what you don't have. So, and that's why I reinvested everything in the beginning. And then we started taking money from it. So I have goals. Everybody has goals. My goal right now is 2,000 pieces a week. That's a big goal for myself. And I have hit that before, but I haven't done it consistently. So I work very hard to try to get to that goal. Some people, their goal is just 20 pieces a week or 30, 40, 50, and it's doable. It's doable. And you're not alone. On my team, I tell people, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself, unless you want to be by yourself. I have some very independent people on the team that don't want help. They're like, I'm good. And then others that call me every single day that need a pep talk, or they're struggling. I'm like, I got you. I got you. So it's important to partner people that have your back, that aren't going anywhere. So you want somebody that is in it for the long haul. I can tell you that much for sure. So you do want somebody there that is not leaving and dropping out next week after you join, which I hear every week. I get messages every single week. They're like, but it's my cousin, and she said, she's going to do this and all that. And I've had lots of people talk to me, and then 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, they're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. She dropped out. I'm by myself. I have no support, no upline, no nothing. And I just say, do your research. And I may not be a perfect fit for everybody, but different personalities attract different types of people. And I just feel like the right people that are on my team right now have been led there, and that the right people are going to the right places. Let's just say that. Everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. It does. Everything happens the way it's supposed to. Yeah, Fashion Fix automatically makes you active. Oh, Tangela, awesome. You got your kit on Saturday. Congratulations. Thank you, Barbie. She said you take care of us. I do like to take care of my customers. I'm a little like, I go a little bit more above and beyond just because I want to treat people the way I like to be treated. If I go to a doctor's office or a restaurant or anywhere, I like to feel like I'm important or special. So I want everybody to feel that way because you are special to me. And I'm super grateful for any single person that comes on my live or shops with me, because you can shop anywhere. Y'all can go anywhere to buy your jewelry. And so I'm incredibly grateful for those that choose to shop with me. And I know people shop with other consultants too, and that's great. I love supporting the other consultants. There's amazing consultants in paparazzi, y'all. I swear, I have been more blessed since I got into the elite group, just seeing just how dynamic and incredible these men and women are. There's men in the elite. I mean, they're phenomenal people. I'm like, the hearts, just good people, just genuinely, amazingly good people. It's so awesome. Fashion page, let me see where I was. Hang on. I'm 43 comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Sandra Lynn, just shoot me a PM. I'll give you my link. Yeah, I'll give you my link. And if anybody is watching that somebody else invited you here that cared enough about you to share this opportunity, please get back with that person that invited you, okay? Make sure you get back with that person. Oh, I think, Kim, I think you're talking about comment sold. Is it comment sold? Or, wait, they scan it and it pops up? I don't know what the scanner is. Are you thinking a comment sold, or is that totally different too? I'm not sure. Fundraisers, Paula. People do fundraisers differently. I know some people will do, they can sell the jewelry, they'll sell it at an event, like at a school fundraiser. Some will sell it for $6 or $7 and give the profits to the school. I've seen people do that. You can't sell for less than $5, but you can sell it for more. I've seen a lot of people do that on fundraisers. There's a lot of videos on YouTube of people that do a lot of fundraisers. There's lots of help on YouTube because not all consultants build the same way. And some do vendor events, or they love to do flea market type stuff, or, you know, some people specialize in different ways. Some do these messenger parties. There's like a million ways. There's probably 20 different ways to sell paparazzi. And that's the beauty of it, because we have that freedom to try different things that work for us and use our own creativity. There's just a few basic rules in paparazzi that we all have to follow, and that's keeping it at $5, of course, and you can't do buy one, get one or anything. The most you can do is buy 12, get one free on a normal show. But if you have a hostess party and you have somebody actually hosting and inviting all her friends, then it's the buy 10, get one. You can research that. There's tons of people that do a lot of those, a ton of those on YouTube. You'll see that. How do they scan it? They have a scanner like at their house. They do it on the screen. I have tons of amazing brass. Yes. Oh, sorry, y'all. That's just my order alarm. That's saying, hey, new releases are coming up soon. That's okay. I just have all my, this is why I have multiple windows open over here. I get it, Gloria. MLM never worked for me either. I have amazing pieces. Absolutely, Louise, and PM me anytime. If y'all want to get on the phone and chat, we will. I'm going on at 5 today, 5 Eastern. I'm in Florida, so I'll be on at 5 Eastern in my jewelry room. I'm in my office right now. Oh, that's it. Yeah, you're good, Rana. Beautiful Life of the Party pieces. Oh, yeah, that was 2 nights ago. That was on the 14th at midnight. Marisol, I invested mine for 6 months. Many of the girls do it for 3 months. It depends on where you are in your life at the time. After my 6-month mark, because people are like, how much money are you making? I said, I don't even know. I was having so much fun. I was so busy selling it. I said, I just keep putting everything back in the business right now. So then we decided, because you make $2.25 per piece. So I decided to take $2 per piece every week now and pay myself first. And then everything left is to help pay my help that I have and postage and all that fun stuff behind the scenes, and buy more jewelry, of course, because we shop every day. So that was my goal. And I'm in a little house. I am in a teeny house, and y'all, we make it work. We totally make it work. You know we do. We totally make this thing work. Hey, Flower, how are you? I do have a video tour on my YouTube page too. Oh, you're so sweet, Carol. Thank you. It's not allowed. You cannot sell it for less than $5. Tangela, I can send you the link. I think if I send it, I need to look. I think if I send it to you, you get extra, a free trial, I think, because I had like a 6-week free trial with mine. Yeah, we don't sell on eBay. We're not allowed to sell on eBay either. I've never heard of the scanner, ever. I've never heard of it, ever. And April has family in Florida. So y'all, if you have questions, anything else, feel free to message me. I always say, you know what? For the cost of movie and dinner, you be in business for yourself. If you are one of those people that's already shopping with me, buying 30, 40, 50 pieces a week, because I have a lot of y'all, I feel I'm getting to the point with some people. I even messaged them. I said, I feel guilty charging you. You know, you can get it for $2.75, right? You could buy it directly yourself and save a fortune. I feel bad. And I know other people are like, oh, it's good. Let them spend it. It's business. But I have a heart and I want to be able to lay my head down at night. So I feel bad, but you can totally get it for cost, the same cost as me. Whether you choose to sell it live or not, it's okay. You do not have to go live on my team. I know there's different people build their teams differently. Some are a lot more aggressive than I am. If you want that push, trust me, it'll be there because I push myself that hard. And I do have girls on my team that want to chat and be motivated and push. And we have contests and challenges all the time. And it's a lot of fun. It is. I have that little competitive side in me too, kind of buried down in there. That's why I'm enjoying the Paparazzi Survivor Island, the Elite Survivor Challenge. That's been super fun and super nerve-wracking for me. And I'm sure it's only going to get harder from this point. But hey, you know what? You got to grow. You got to push way beyond your own limits. Just because you think you can't, and that was me. I didn't think I could do it 2 years ago, and thank God I listened to that inner pull, that calling, and I just said, you know what? I just have to get over myself and my fear, and step out and get over that line. And it's been the biggest blessing ever. Taking that leap of faith was the best thing I ever did, and I just went hard at it because I knew that failure wasn't going to be an option for me. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I needed the extra income. Not everyone is in that position. Some people just want to buy. And that's cool. Y'all can totally do that. So I hope you found this time well spent. If you have further questions, get with the person that invited you, or if you don't have anyone you've been talking to, feel free to message me. I'm happy to get with you and answer any further questions that you have. It is super easy, y'all. This is not hard at all to do, and it truly is a blast. Every day is different. It is so fun getting your packages in the mail, and you can't even believe you're making this much money off of $5 jewelry. It's crazy. Oh. People use a scanner with comments sold. Okay. How many pieces should you have at the beginning? It depends. Like when I joined, and I did join with the smaller kit, like I said, I would do it differently today. Knowing I was going to that convention, I would have saved a whole lot of money. But I knew 35 pieces wasn't going to be enough. When I joined, the shipping was very backed up, like weeks. And I went right online that night and started shopping. I couldn't wait to shop and pick out my own stuff. So I started shopping right away. And like all my jewelry started arriving before my kit even got there. It's not the case anymore. They're quick. The kits are moving quick right now. They're getting out fast. Like you'll have it within a week. Oh, Carla, thank you. You're so sweet. Yeah, they're not supposed to. Oh, thanks, Tangela. You're so sweet. We have a lot of fun. Our team has a lot of fun. We had the absolute best experience this year ever at convention. For everybody that went, oh my gosh, y'all, we got to spend a lot of time together and do fun stuff as a group. We cried, we laughed. It's very moving. And you'll see, once you're behind the scenes, you see it. You're like, wow, how is this even possible? How is it even real? Like, it's incredible. And when you see the people that are at the top, that are super normal, humble, down to earth people, you're like, I can totally do this. Okay, I'm getting my own way and I'm going to stop it because I can do this. So if you have been holding yourself back for any reason, I say, you know what? You got nothing to lose. What's the worst thing that can happen? You end up with, well, this month you get 40 pieces of jewelry for 99 bucks. You spend that on dinner and a movie going out for 2 people with concession, of course, because popcorn's like $9. It's crazy. Aw, thanks, guys. Y'all are sweet. This is my office. I'll be live at 5 in my jewelry room. I go back, the room right next to us, the bedroom next door in our house is my jewelry room where I do my lives. I am in my office. Normally I'd have all my cute awards and all that, but the hurricane was coming. So I sent them all to South Carolina because I thought we were going to get floodwaters in here because we live right by the ocean. So all my tiaras and all my little treasures are missing, but our friends are coming back down to visit us again. So I'll get it all back. So I can't wait to put all my treasures back up and different things. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much for being on. I truly appreciate your time, and I hope you found it time well spent. I will see y'all later. Love y'all. Take care.